Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up, Antonio? We are here talking about Snowfall. This was episode 6, season 6, and the name of the episode is Concrete Jungle. We are going to get into it. Yes, Queen, stand up. We in the building, and I also got my little BX connection, and she's in the building too. So, welcome to Mika's Den In. Ew. What's
Hey,
up,
hello,
Nick?
hello, hello. What's going on, everybody?
This was something else, wasn't it? This was something else this episode.
Yes, oh my goodness gracious. This episode had me in this here sweating, my blood pressure going up, stressed. Okay.
Hmm.
A lot of
So,
predictions came out. We saw this coming. We saw it coming,
definitely
y'all.
put me up in that algorithm, y'all, please. How can I say it? Put me up in that algorithm and like and share so we can have more people to the conversation. All right, y'all.
Hey,
So we're gonna talk
Daria.
about it. Let me know who's here, Tamika.
Yeah, we got Daria in the building. We got Rashonda. We got Sia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. We got Don't Trip. I said it. And we got Antonio, who's always with the quick fingers,
Mm-hmm.
giving the answers. Kim Everett,
Mm-hmm.
Von Joya, LSW, Jeremiah. How y'all feeling tonight? What did y'all think about this episode?
This is crazy, right?
Yeah, man. It's out of here.
I'm trying to
Yes,
find it.
HEABX Boogie Down representing. What's up, Brown Pretty? What's up, DeMarcus? We saw it coming, y'all. We saw the writing in the walls, y'all, in the sand. It was there. Mm-mm-mm. What's up,
Look,
Miss T?
all right, so we're
Mm-mm-mm.
gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And I gotta look, I gotta put this up right now. He going, y'all. He is going. This was a fiery episode, y'all. This is a fiery Uncle Jerome was gone.
Yes. I already said the other day that I was going to bring the potato salad to the
Yep.
repast, y'all.
We was already
Okay.
talking about he was going out next because he was fed up. He was fed
Mm-hmm.
up, tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Right.
So, what are your let me ask you, what are your thoughts about this episode overall?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. They had me on the edge of my seat. I was trying to see all the moves everybody was going to be making, what was going to be happening. They definitely kept me, entertained and intrigued by how it was going to go. I think most of us knew what was about to happen. I literally was saying last week that Jerome was a dead man walking. And listen, we were saying last season that Jerome was about to be up out of here. So I really felt like he lasted longer than we was expecting, and I felt like he was going to end up dying for Louis, because of Louis, however which way you want to look at it. But I didn't know the exact setup that it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little different than how the actual setup played. But it was a lot of, interesting
Uh,
little elements that went down in
a
here.
lot of interesting stuff that came out. A lot of it. it I don't want to go to the last part until we discuss other stuff to bring
Mm-hmm.
us there. So I'm gonna try to keep it under wraps. Do you see anything in the comments right now? Because I'm still trying to get the last bit of everything up before we dive into it. Because what I liked most about it was he told her he was fed up, and then it was this was all Kane was a monster in this
Mm-hmm.
episode. What are your thoughts about him so far? Like
Yeah, he wasn't playing. I mean, we knew that he didn't even want Jerome. He wanted Louis and he wanted Buckley, rightfully so, because he was really minding his business. And they came, you
I
know,
will.
and mess with him. So that's what he wanted. I didn't, well, I don't want to jump too far into that part, but yeah. So King was on 10, and we already knew what he wanted, who he wanted, and what he was trying to do. He wasn't trying to play no daggone games. And yeah, HEA, that was brutal. Don't trip. I said, love this episode. Um, saddest death in TV in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since
I mean,
Raina.
I ain't even gonna lie, even though I was expecting this and I felt like Jerome set himself up in ways for this to happen, just it's bittersweet with this show getting ready to end, period. Just if you've been one of the ones that's been following it since the beginning, spending 6 seasons with these characters, and they acted they behind off
Yes.
as well. Let's just put that out there. But yeah, you do kind of feel the way. I felt the way for a little minute. I ain't even gonna lie, right? I had a little thug tears for him for a second, like that, man, because it just did not have to be that way. Um,
Oh man. I
so, yeah.
damn. I don't believe I just did that. All right. Okay. 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 So we're gonna start. We're gonna start it off. So I wait a minute. So we see Teddy get this call, makes this call to Julie and tells her to get out and go just
Mm-hmm.
go disappear because and he got her an escort and everything. So he had he always got a plan out. And a lot of people was making these escape plans. Do you think Franklin made one for himself? Or do you think he's just flying this by the seat of his pants?
Nah, I think Franklin is smarter than that. I think he definitely have an exit plan. Will he get to be able to execute it? That's another story. But I think he have different plans. He's already trying to set plans in motion for his mother and different things like that. As far as this part, I found it interesting that is like, he trying to of course warn her, make sure she good or whatever. And she just like, what the heck you got me in now? Because we know she ain't want to be bothered with him either. And
Mm-hmm.
then he's trying to act as if the whole thing with his father didn't make a difference, when his handler is saying, like, even though your relationship with your father was complicated, you may still want to take a little moment or whatever. It's still going to have an effect on you. He's like, oh, no, it wasn't complicated. It was nothing there. And, I'm not taking a day, a minute, an hour, a second off. I'm going to do what I got to do. And the handler's pretty much kind of saying to him, like, okay, that's fine. Do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, remember, we
Mm-hmm.
not gonna take the daggone fall for you. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, like I'm like,
Exactly.
we were seeing Teddy shook.
Yeah, he was. He was shook. I like with this. I feel like since you brought up the whole thing with him with taking out his dad,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't plan that as well because he went off emotion,
Yeah, he
and I think
definitely
that made
did.
the situation worse than what it was. So I was kind of like taken back with that. So you know I feel like he didn't plan this out too cool, yo. And it, I just
Yeah, at this point, Franklin is in I don't give a damn mode. That's what mode Franklin is in.
yeah.
He like, yeah, he could come find us. Now he looking for us and he want us as bad as we want him type of mode.
Right. You know
Mm-hmm.
what else? The mother. We gonna let me get to her now because she made me sick. Because she seemed like she already had this in her mind from the get go once she came there. She had a exit plan. Oh, she had an exit plan. But
Oh, absolutely.
do you
Yeah.
think she was going to intentionally try to? I think she was trying to take the money because I think she knows where it is.
Oh yeah, she
Um,
probably do. I mean, they showed that they smart. They showed that they know how to make moves. That they scammers. That's what it's all about. That's why Veronique was like, "Are you sure you want to involve my mother?" I already told you the history with her, and yeah, she been had a plan. We all knew that she was gonna come with a plan because Veronique was even like, "Since when did you feel this way, or make this plan?" And she's like, "Since I got here." But I like the fact that she pretty much told her, like, nah, I'm good. Because Franklin was like, do you still feel the same way? So I'm still, I don't know. Some people were saying they wouldn't do that on the show. But I'm still in the mind of
Do
her
you
and that
trust her?
baby is not going to make it out of here. And
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
that
because
too.
she made that choice and stayed, that to me make me feel that even more.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like I don't think she's gonna make it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to I don't want to touch on this now because I want to touch on the other stuff before we get to
Mm-hmm.
that. But I feel like she's not gonna make it out either, y'all. I really feel like that. I feel like she's not gonna make it out, and w- she's not. I don't think she's gonna make it out.
Yeah.
I really don't think she's gonna make it out because I feel like she's might be a casualty of this situation. She might be
Right.
a
Mm-hmm.
casualty of the simple of this situation for the simple fact is because now you got you gonna have Louis coming after them. I think, but
Exactly.
I'm not sure. I hope that it could get turned around before it's any more destruction of the family. So
Hey,
what
Savannah.
so what you I'm gonna go to the next thing. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm where is it? Yeah. All right. I got two things up. All right. So with this whole thing, I feel like that was a problem. I like this conversation that they had, but this is where you start to see the selfishness in her come out.
She is selfish. And
Mm-hmm.
he just, I mean, I'm sure he knew it long before now, but this was that bubbling up moment where it's just running over and it explodes. And he was letting it all out, literally pouring his heart out to her. And she talking about some, I ain't got time for this, laughing in his face, talking about, we ain't gonna do this right now. You just start trying to start an argument. You know, of course, they say what? Drunk people and when you angry, you speak the truth. And he was both. So he
Yup.
was letting her know all his daggone truth,
Yup.
and she over here talking about something, we could talk about it later. But he told her, like, I literally gave up everything for you, sacrificed for you. Like,
All
is
right.
all this stuff really worth it to you at the end? Like, oh, that pissed
And
me off so bad.
let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it.
The money ain't worth this shit, Lou. No matter how fucking wrong this shit is, ain't nothing gonna make it right. Or maybe you stop this shit because you love me. Mm. I know I stayed in this shit for you, right? Because if I left, your ass be dead.
What you thought of that? That's the first time I cried. I cried then.
That just made me angry because this is what everybody was trying to warn him and tell him previous to this, and we know that he's been sacrificed. Jerome Ben wanted to be out the game. Let's
Yup.
just be
Since
clear.
last season.
He been wanted to be out. He did not care about this. He literally did all of this to make her happy, and then she still wasn't happy. It was like nothing was ever gonna make her feel happy and feel satisfied.
Yup. I feel like she between this scene and that scene after he woke up
Mm-hmm.
sober, that's what pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh, she's horrible, yo.
Absolutely.
I said she's horrible. So I that scene alone pissed me off
Yeah.
with that. And then when they had the next scene, it was just like, really? You go that's where you going with it? I
Yeah.
just was like, but let me go to the chat and see who's here. She's a female Teddy. He wanted to just chill with his speaker shop. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts. He spoke
Mm-hmm.
facts. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Unc Unc was speaking facts. You think she really didn't love him?
Oh,
I
I wouldn't
mean,
say she didn't love him, but everybody don't show love in the same way, even when they do love people, child. Let me tell you, some
yeah,
people just got toxic love, abusive love, it ain't really that
definitely.
love that you deserve and you need. It's probably not the same that he was given to her, definitely. But just her selfishness took over first.
Yes, definitely. Her selfishness took over as well as her greed.
Absolutely, yep. Hmm.
Yeah, her selfishness took over and her greed.
Yeah, definitely.
And now they, oh, this is my next question. Do you think it was a bad move, a good move that they all stayed there? Because you know Teddy ain't going to the projects.
Yeah, I agreed with Leon when he said that, and I believe Leon when he was like, "I'ma hold her down." I know Leon would die for her. That's not
Yeah,
even a question.
that's like his mama. She
Hmm.
basically raised him because remember his mother took his money and stuff. Do y'all remember that?
Right. Hmm.
So what's up, lady love? So I didn't. Even Sissy knows that he's flying by the seat of his pants right now, Franklin.
Hmm. She knows, and she was like, "Oh, this is why you were saying everything that you were saying because you knew you was about to go do this." And her whole thing is like, "I'm not running nowhere. I'm not leaving nowhere. I'm not going to stay in no hotel and hide out and all of that stuff." I mean, they know it's down to the wire. And at the end of the day, Sissy wants Teddy. So shoot, if he call himself coming after her, she gonna be ready for his behind any daggone way. But you know, she was just kind of like, "Oh, that's why you was doing all saying all that stuff to me." She's like, "Nah, I'm not going nowhere." She's still standing 10 toes down there. She ain't, hiding.
Do y'all trust her?
You got a super chat.
Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Mill Go Hard 1999. But this
Here's some
conversation
more.
pissed me off when she was like, I want you to hear me out because she felt like even though we do business, you're the face of the business, basically what she was saying. People are
Mm-hmm.
not really checking for her like that. They talking to him. So she knows that's how she's making it. But he knows, he already said if it wasn't for me still in here with you, you be gone.
You would have, she would have been gone. And I was so annoyed with this conversation. I was just saying, girl, what does this have to do with the price of tea in China? What does this have to do with what he talking about to you? What he said to you last night? Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I can't with Louie. I'm so disgusted with her. It's really
This
selfish.
scene was when this happened. This was the part where I couldn't stand her. I was just like, yo, I do not like her. I do not like her. I would, and I love. Not to mention when this show first started, I was in love with this character. I liked their relationship.
Yes, I
I
loved
had
both of them
problems
from
with
the
her
very
with certain
beginning.
stuff, but this, y'all, I was mad at her with this show. I was really mad at her with this and how she carried herself through this because
Yeah.
she nothing. He's telling her, "I'm going to leave for Jamaica in the morning." I wish he would have did.
Oh yeah, I wish
You
she
know,
would have just left.
but once he said that, I said, "I know he going now. I know he going now
Right.
because I be planning escapes and stuff." So
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Dang, Unc is going.
Yeah,
Unc
she
is going."
basically literally told him, wait, give her time. It's like, give me time for what? And then when he was saying, is it worth it? She basically said, yeah. So,
He
I mean,
asked her, "Is it worth dying for?" She said, "Yes." But you sure had to change your heart. You sure had to
mm-hmm.
change your heart when all of this was going on. You wasn't thinking that. You
Absolutely.
wasn't thinking that then. You wasn't thinking that
Mm-hmm.
then. When and the way they was just who they took out basically her bodyguards
Yeah.
and then they came for her, but they knew not to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't,
Yeah, he said
this
he didn't want her hurt. Last week he said that. He was like, bring her straight to me. And they was waiting out there every day to figure out what day she was gonna come there because they know that's where she comes to ride, her horse at. So
Mm-hmm. So my next question is with ah I'm it's like this episode has so much emotion in it. I cried twice, three times in this video with this when this was on. Like I teared up, and it was Unc did his thing. He did his thing this episode. What's up, Jania? Hey, HEA. Let me see what the chat is
Hey.
saying. Louis going back Franklin to Teddy is the reason for all of this. She was so greedy for family. She broke the family and made Jerome go against it in the process. Facts. Unc
Mm-hmm.
and Louis started a war over 3 million. Not too much on Franklin. Okay, so we're gonna get to that because remember she was saying it's she kept I don't know if y'all watch the coming attractions. I always stay to the end and watch the coming attractions and see what other Easter eggs we gonna get for the next episode. And she's saying it's all Franklin's fault, which I feel like it's not. Once you backdoored him, this set everything in motion. And
Louis
you could
full
have
of
backed
crap.
off. She could have backed off when she found out his money was gone. Well, we gonna
She
build
full
you
of
back
crap.
up.
She's a hypocrite. She don't take no daggone you know, like her, she don't take accountability at all. That pissed me off seeing that preview, and it looked like she got the nerve to be sitting in his mama face saying that to her. And I said I want his mother to slap the mess out of her ass and bring her
Oh,
back to reality.
I'm gonna just give you my look. I'm gonna give you my look. My look. Let me get my crystal ball. I'm gonna give y'all my prediction right now, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all my prediction. I feel like with the next episode, what I want to happen, I think she gonna try to go after Franklin, but Sissy gonna
I
shut
think
her
she
down.
is.
Sissy gonna shut her
I
down, yo.
agree.
I think Sissy gonna shut her down, and she gonna be willing to put a bullet. She gonna be.
I absolutely
She gonna
agree.
be.
I could see her going to Teddy. I could see her trying to get Raggedy behind Buckley if she could get him to stop grabbing his daggone pipe. I don't trust
Mm-hmm.
her. I don't trust her, not for 1 second.
I don't trust her at all either.
What's up, AKJ?
He had Amin Joseph has so much emotion in this episode. This was another time where I teared up too. I'm real sensitive though, y'all. I teared up when he was like, "Yo, they got her, they got her." I was like, "Oh Lord, oh Lord." Okay, so let me see what Brown Pretty said. What kind of man would Jerome be if he was cool with Louis trying to? He wouldn't be a good man, of course. Of course, he would be a piece of garbage. I'm done with Louis, and she blaming Franklin is insane. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Jerome should have packed his bags and left with this woman a long time ago. Yup. Because I think it would once they was going back and forth, he should have disappeared. He should have disappeared. This is another. I teared up here too because he was tearing up. It was just like, yo, he has so much emotion this episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. Um, what y'all rate the episode on from 1 to 10? Give me y'all rating on the episode. Put it in the chat so I could so we can see what's good. Uh, what you give it, Tamika?
Um, I think I gave it like a 9.5.
What did you think of them with the cavalry coming to save her?
I don't know. I had mixed emotions with this part because on the one hand, I didn't think that Franklin should have freaking went back for nothing. I think he could have told him, or he could have told Leon to get in touch with him and then left it alone. Because I just saw this happening in a whole different way. I knew she was getting kidnapped. I thought Jerome was going to find out about it on his own, and then Franklin was going to know that Jerome was going there and then try to basically go to save him because that's his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I get him going to his uncle. Some people been going in on him talking about, oh, that's not what he should have did, or that's not realistic, and all that kind of stuff. This is not the power of universe where we kill our mother, sister, brother, cousins, and all that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Keep
I
it.
get it. It's like they could argue with each other and fight with each other, but he gonna still hold his uncle down. I don't feel like he went back because of daggone Louis. We know that Louis would have left him there if it was the other way around. I think when he was driving, it started messing with him, and he was like, ah, and then he's like, let me go ahead and call my uncle and tell him about it, you
I
know?
think it
And
was
even
messing with
when
him.
Kane called him there, he walked in and said, why did you call me here for this? And Kane was like, oh, I thought you wanted a piece. He said, no, it's all yours. The heck I want a piece for, you know? So when it's all said and done, once Jerome got there, he was like, when he put in that gun to him, he said, you know, do you want to waste time doing this? You could do this to me if you want to, or we could go save your damn wife, you know? And so he
Yeah.
tried his best to have his uncle back. And that's what pisses me off even more, that Louis got the audacity to turn around and say this is Franklin's fault. Are you freaking
Yeah.
kidding me, girl?
That part. I know we ain't see it yet, but they shouldn't have showed it to me, because now it's like, yo, I'm disgusted with her. I'm like, yo, how you gonna say this is just dude's fault? It is not his
Mm-hmm.
fault. This is all on you because of your greed. All on you
Mm-hmm.
because of your greed. You did this, and you knew it was good. Once it started going left, where y'all started taking out each other's people,
Right.
this should have been real back in, where they should have had a sit down like they do with the Italians, because they be doing that when they go, when there's in a fighting amongst them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I felt hurt with that part. And, you know, I like how they came together. Like, regardless, we all go through our stuff and argue with each other. But yeah, we about to run up in here. I like the little plan they had laid out. But yeah.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
was I was I was scared at first. I'm glad that Scully was away from Leon, because I was like, yo, what if he's trying to get revenge? It was so much stuff going through my head, but once I
Mm-hmm.
seen that how it went down, and I was just like, dag, how is this gonna play out? How is this gonna play out? But yo, it was well executed to me. This whole episode, um, it had you where you mad at Louis. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Louis. Look,
And I
everybody
didn't
mad at Louis.
understand her holding on to Buckley's name so hard. Don't want to say where he at. Like, and then when
Thank
Jerome
you.
texted him, we seeing him looking like he was about to OD in the damn car, smoking on the pipe. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, he look.
Oh man.
Yeah, one of my things did
Mm-mm-mm.
get lost.
Yeah.
Um, I hate when this the second time this crap happened, yo. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he what? Look at him. Did he die? Because they did like a flatline thing, but he was just high, right?
I think he was just high. I don't know, but I definitely thought he was about to OD. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
yo, you think that's coming, Ron? You
I
think
don't
that's
think
coming?
so. I feel like if it was gonna happen, then it would have already been happened. But some people say they still think it is.
Okay, wait,
And
hold
some
up.
people was mad that they both went there together. They was like, "Oh, what is Scully even doing there? He shouldn't be rocking with none of them." But he was been rocking with Louis and Uncle all this time. So,
Exactly. They the one that reeled him back in where he didn't go off the rails.
hmm
Okay, so a dear Ward said Kane messed up by calling Franklin because we going to always pick family. That's also why Louis. Ooh, yup, yup. I think she's next, y'all. Do you think she gonna make it?
I
Do
feel
you
like
think she?
Louis gonna walk out of this, and if she do, I'm gonna be pissed off. I want her dead.
Do you
So
think she gonna make it? For the simple fact is, do you think that Sissy's gonna reel her back in, where she shut all of this down if she come after Franklin?
possibly. I don't know. I don't know how far they gonna take it. With you know, we got to see this next episode and see how it's all gonna play out. But the way she talking out the side of her neck, I'm like, girl, you trust me, you could get it. We don't need you here. I'm sorry. I'm
If
so over her.
you,
I don't
if
want to see
Bucky,
her go. And I said from the beginning that I felt like, because you know how that story goes, y'all. They done did this story in so many TV shows and movies. That's usually the way it is. And even sometimes in real life, where it's like the person that's trying to get out or trying to do the right thing or doing it for somebody else, that's the one that becomes the casualty. And the one that was
Mm-hmm.
doing all the mixing and stirring the pot is the one that's able to walk away. And if she walk away, I'm gonna be real, real, real pissed, child.
So am
I'm
I.
gonna be very pissed, but I could see it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read the comments and the ratings. If y'all didn't put y'all rating and put it in, cause I want to know y'all opinions. I'm gonna go to Antonio's comment. He said if Buckley wasn't on the pipe, he would have been going. Oh yeah, she should have gave him up. I'm sorry, I would have beat him and made him
That's
come
what I'm
there.
saying. I would have gave him up in 2 seconds, child.
Scully told them in episode 2 if they don't make peace with the family, Karma will come back and get them. You right.
Exactly.
And that was when
Mm-hmm.
that's why I thought it was gonna be her that died because she dropped that little thing on the floor,
Yeah.
Jeremiah. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that them little paper things he was making. I don't know what they
Right.
call, but people know what they call. We got 51 people in the building. Please hit that like button, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all. If you are
Yeah.
not subscribed to Tamika's channel, she's Tamika's Den. Please subscribe to her. The link is in the description. And we got Dante gave it a 9.5. The Ambitious gave it a 20. Whoa. Kim Everett gave it a 9. Um, why y'all eights didn't like it? Wait, who put eights? Oh yeah. Don't trip. What you put? You didn't put an 8? I don't even see what you put. LSW gave it a 10. Lady Love gave it 9.5. Um, Kim gave it a 9. Jeremiah gave it a 10. 8.7. I'm gonna give it. I want to give it a 10 because once something get emotions out of me like that, like if I'm tearing up more than once, I was into it. I got into it where I lost myself. So yeah, I give it a 10 just off of that alone. Everybody played their part so well in this episode. Kane was an evil person where you
Mm-hmm.
didn't like him, and then when he brought them other characters in, it was just crazy. It was just
Absolutely.
crazy. So damn, what's I'm gonna talk. We're gonna go to this the last 2 clips I got. But if you didn't vote, I got a vote in the chat. Y'all need to scroll up to the top, put your vote in. This is the vote for today's live. It's do you think Teddy will run off with Parissa and take Franklin's money? That's the poll. I don't know how much it is. I want to close it out before the end of the show so we know where we stand with that. And scroll up to the top. If you hit the like, just hit the like and let me know what y'all think about that. So I'm gonna go to this clip here, Tamika, so we could discuss that.
What you think about that, OG? Huh? Nah, nigga.
No, Jerome.
Yo, I'm mad at what I'm mad about? She's usually so ride or die when she ready to grab the gun and fight with her man. Why you ain't try to grab this gun? What up, Detroit?
Hey, Detroit.
What's your take on it?
Yeah, she running and hiding and ducking and then coming up. Jerome, not Jerome. I don't want to hear your damn cries, lady. Oh, I'm just sick of Louie, y'all. I'm sick of her. I want her up out of here, off with her head.
So, look, I cried there, and then with the oh Lord, y'all Lord.
Get up. Come on, baby, let's go home. Let's go home. You gotta get up right now. You gotta get, come on. Get up. Sister, get up. Jerome, get up. Where me?
You know what? I feel like sometimes I like when I seen this part, I thought Franklin was going to give her a dome shot when he was sitting in that chair.
Mm-mm-mm.
But this, oh yes, I was a mess too, Zaya. I was like, oh
Yeah. I shed
Lord.
some thug tears for
Yes. Yo, this episode, yo, look, I don't know how y'all gave it eights. I want to know what made y'all give it an eight. Detroit, what was your rating on this episode? What up, SJ? Did you put your rating on the episode? Or even push Kane out the way? I just don't understand. Like you could have pushed him where it threw off his shot.
Mm-hmm.
9-5. Hey Samara.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't gonna like she look, I wasn't shocked or sad because we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, we
That
knew it was coming.
but we just didn't know by whose hand. And I wanted him to take out her because she was getting too greedy.
Mhm.
Oh,
I knew that it was going to be a thing of Jerome trying to come and save her from Kane, that they was gonna kidnap her. But like I said, I didn't know that it was gonna be him and Leon and all of them coming there, together, and Franklin going back to get him, like that type of thing. If anything, I thought Franklin was gonna be trying to run back or find where they at to go save Jerome, because he was gonna find out about it. So I ain't have the exact details right, but I pretty much was like, you gonna see Jerome going to get her, then you gonna see Franklin trying to save him. So I think him and Kane was gonna just end up standing there shooting each other. And I felt like Jerome kind of at that point was like, you know what? No, I'm out of here. I want to die, because when Kane was like, we could just both walk away. We seen so many losses and this and that, and he said, nah, Ninja. That meant, it is what it is. I'm up out of here.
Big Wolf said he
Just
gave it
started
a
shooting.
5. Why you give it a 5, Big Wolf? Because you usually be
A
liking,
5.
a 5. Please explain why. I want to know. I want to know. Hey, Savannah. Come on. Okay. So, what you think we going? Where we going? What you think you want to see next in this episode? What would you
I
want to
mean,
see
I want
next
to see
happen?
Louis gone, but I doubt we gonna get that right away, or if
I
at
don't.
all.
I don't
Um,
think so. I think Sissy's gonna be Mama Bear,
this
Bear
next
and reel everybody
episode,
back in. Or is she gonna be mad that it was her fault that her brother got taken out? What you think,
I don't know, because in the preview it looks like Sissy's even a little bit mad with
Franklin?
Franklin as well, but she basically is saying that nobody has clean hands, which they don't. Nobody's walking away from this clean. I said when we first seen this funeral thing that, of course, the only thing that's going to have Louis and Franklin standing side by side is Jerome dying, because other than that, they're not going to be messing with each other. I know people are saying that they're going to come together and be super friends. If they do that, I don't want to see it. I don't care nothing about them coming together, to be quite honest. We could go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and kick Louis in the dirt right behind Jerome when they bury him. I'm over her, okay? But I don't know if she gonna really keep sticking to that whole is Franklin fault. Is she about to, like I said, try to go to Teddy to get some kind of help with him? Is she about to try to get Buckley on him? Is she about to try to go get him or Veronique or something like that because she's mad at him? I don't know. I don't know what we about to see with her. I don't trust her.
All right, so listen, we about to touch on a touchy subject. Please do not mention the R word. If you know what I'm saying, grape. Don't mention grape. Um, and don't mention grape and take the R. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. So we're about to touch on it because RC has a question. Do y'all believe Louis got violated? I saw it twice and she had her okay. Do you think that? Because I don't know. I think she was fighting them off for a minute and he wanted to do his whole pimp monologue,
Yeah.
with his freaking crazy looking self. But she got in his head already.
Yeah, she got in his
Got
head,
in
but
his
it seemed
head
like
with
he didn't
him
care.
up. He didn't care because I can't.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
really didn't like that part, to be honest. I would have preferred to still keep seeing Kane beating her and burning her than sitting there talking about some trains and all that with the fake god, giving me fake, the guy from Belly with the banana vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was given. But I don't know if they did. It seemed like something was happening the way she was screaming off camera, but I don't know if it was like they was trying, but they didn't get to succeed, or if they actually was in the process of it, and then that's when Jerome came, because all you seen was homeboy was shook, like, I'm up out of here. And Kane was telling him he better not go nowhere. But it did look like they had her pants off, but I think the panties was still on. So, maybe they was
Yeah,
like in the process of trying to fight.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
But
I don't
yeah,
think they did either. I think they was going back and forth. But
that was hard to watch, RC.
yeah, it was. It was, I know it probably was triggering for some people. I
Yeah.
believe she was violated. She was hollering in the background when Franklin asked for Kane, and she was
Yeah, you was
okay.
hearing the
Okay.
screaming, so I wasn't too
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Louis deserved it all. Yeah, she got violated. Okay. 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 I was disgusted with that too. So I'm going to touch on this because we didn't talk about him and Teddy having this confrontation. And if this mother father back out Ruben, I'm gonna be pissed off because he took out Avi. And like, if you walk away from this now, let this guy walk away with his career, or walk away where he don't get blown up to the public. This is messed up. What's your take on it?
Um. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Ruben is leaving. I think they just set it up like that. I think Ruben is not as, dumb as some people may think, or even as Franklin may think. I mean, Teddy may think. And I don't think he just leaving, but we're gonna have to see how they play it out. I didn't kind of understand on one hand why he just let Teddy come in there and even say all that stuff to him. I was hoping he had some poison in that tea. But I was saying to Lays and
I
them
thought
last
so
night that,
too.
huh?
I thought so too when he looked up, but then he slept hard, so he must have put something in it. Do y'all think something was in that coffee? You think something was in it, right?
I was feeling like it was gonna be something, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" But yeah, I still feel like he probably got something else up under his sleeve. I don't feel like he just gonna put his tail between his legs and run.
He's afraid of Teddy.
But we'll
Both of
see.
these agencies are trash and weak. Facts. Okay. Ruben is seemingly, yeah. I don't believe you. You got all of this information and you not doing nothing.
Yeah,
Franklin told you everything, and you could have blew this dude's spot up.
right. And he
What?
knew that they
Why are
was
you
in his house. He knew that
exactly?
already.
He knew that from the last episode they was in the house
Right.
because he knew how he kept all his stuff. You pointed that out
Mm-hmm.
last week.
Yeah.
I thought so, but I don't think so. He left. So now what's not? Yeah, it didn't kill him. Yeah, but I don't
Mm-mm.
know. Okay, you don't think so either. They didn't
Yeah.
torture
So
Louis enough. She
I don't
deserved
know.
it all. Dad, look, Inga is pissed at her.
Yeah.
Teddy is going to uh, delete Ruben, and Franklin is going to. Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Now I want to go back to something else too before I'm gonna end the poll, and then we're gonna touch on the next subject, and then pretty much I guess we pretty much done after this. Let me go to the give me a second. All right, I'm closing out the poll. So far in this poll, wow, a lot of people saying no.
What? Oh
That
yeah.
with the money.
Yeah.
47% said no. I mean, 52% said no, 47% said yes. So it's kind of close. We have 40 votes. Kind of, it's not exactly split down the middle, but it's almost split down the middle. So the last thing I'm going to touch on is this. Do you think? Do you think that also and do you think that also is gonna how can I say it? Do you think that also is gonna really come through with this information so they could get Teddy?
Yeah, I do. Also knows that he's pushed in, he's crunched in, he got no options, he's up against the wall. When you up against the wall, you're gonna fight as hard as you can to get out. I said either last week or the week before that I believed that Franklin was gonna be his only way out. I said he should go to Franklin. He needed to go to Franklin, and that's what he did. Because he want that money and he want them passports. He want to be able to get his family out. That's his number one priority. And he, when he said to Franklin, like, just make sure that when I give you this information, you gonna get things done, okay? This about my family. And Franklin was like, I'm giving you a promise that I could keep. We shall see, because Teddy want Franklin and Franklin want Teddy. So this gonna be a face-off, y'all. We gonna get down to
Y'all,
the nitty-gritty. I don't know.
all right. So that is our show for this evening. Tomorrow we will be back on Tamika's channel at for Love After Lockup. We're gonna be talking about that train wreck of an episode. Y'all know we talk about that. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like. And everybody, if y'all are in here, the next spot we going to is Brillo, the Big Reviews channel. He's on live now. We gonna mosey on it there and talk that talk with him. So that's our show. Thanks for coming out. God bless y'all and have a good night. Later, y'all.
All right, y'all.